Okay, what you hear right now is a
The bottom line is, Doug, you're asking me the question I'm asking you.
what you hear is a audio of a YouTube video of Steve Quayle on the Hagman and Hagman report. So I'm explaining that so you'll know what the talking is in the background. Today's date is Monday, August 11th, 2014. And what I'm doing here right now, excuse me, is I'm taking a video picture of a emergency grab-and-go kit. And once it's packed up, because I got to rebag it in order to get the landscape smell out of it, like the dirt and the leaves and stuff. Hang on one second.
The thing that I think is going to be, as these events become more horrific, and here's what I want to share with you.
Hold on.
I don't know how many demons there are, any more than I know how many angels sit on the head of a pin, okay? But I can tell you this, the demonic presence, I've talked to Romy, and I've talked to Diana, and I've talked to
Trying to drown out the audio. Okay, that YouTube video. It's just actually a YouTube video that's got audio only, because it's a radio broadcast. Okay, now, sorry about that. If I have any regular viewers, that's the purpose of why I'm making this video. And I'm also making this video for security purposes. Now, it's going to be a short video. The only reason why I'm making it is to log what I'm doing right now. And basically what I'm doing, and I'll explain why it towards the tail end of this video. So what I'm doing is, this, as you can see, this is a huge bag. Okay, I bought it at Ross's. And what I'm doing is I'm going to be putting a tent that's the exact same identical brand and size. Okay, brand new tent that has never been used. It's packed up. It's going to be put in this bag along with some blankets and some support material that should be able to shelter me, okay, for at least 3 days, okay. And what I mean by that is that this bag is not going to have pajamas or anything, and it's going to have some support like long johns and stuff like this. I'll explain why I'm making the video in about 2 seconds. But the reason why I'm making up this grab-and-go kit is because I'm being gang stalked at this area, okay. And this is the area that I've been hiking at since November of 2012, early November. And I think I moved here about the first week of November 2012. I'm being gang stalked at this area like you would not believe. Ever since I moved in, within 10 days of me moving here, I've been literally harassed by individuals. Right now, they're literally over there. I suspect at least 2 of them are about 150 feet, 200 feet over there, because I've already heard them talking this morning, and their dog barking actually woke me up. And I can tell the difference between when a dog is barking over there and when one is barking over here. Okay, so I know that they're down up in here. So the reason why I'm making a video picture of this is because I want to be able to expose to the public what I gotta put up with, what I gotta live through, how I have to live as a result of me being an organized stalking, gang stalking target. I'm not making these videos for sympathy, but one of the main reasons why I make these videos is to, if I can expose what's happening to me, and which is what I'm doing, through my testimony, you can see what's happening to other organized stalking, gang stalking targets who cannot afford a digital tape recorder or a video camera or a memory card for both, or the batteries for them. Now, organized stalking and gang stalking is directly connected to, but not limited to, human trafficking. Okay? Now, and basically what they do, you can go to Google. You can type in at Google search how they create homelessness of targets by getting landlords and property owners on board. Or they might interchange their methods and tactics from one apartment, like in one apartment complex concerning where the target's staying at, they might use a property owner or a landlord. Then in the next apartment the target runs to and leases or rents, they'll use a post employee for mail theft and mail delayment of rent. Because most Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. So trust me, these guys take a financial profile of the target, a psychological profile of the target, a social profile of the target, because they have to be able to know these things in order to be able to craft their schemes. okay, in order to bring about a desired effect, a desired result, which includes, which the results are, but not limited to, destitution and circumstances, which they then attempt to exploit. Okay, and because in order to exploit a target, you have to take away. I've already made a huge amount of videos in reference to. Hold on one second, I'm cooking breakfast. I've already made a huge amount of videos in reference to exposing the racketeering schemes, the insurance fraud, and the human trafficking motivations of these criminal expeditions, so I'm not going to go into a long explanation again on this one. The point of this video is that basically what I'm doing is showing you that I'm getting ready to put all this stuff, okay, 4 big bags here, a property inside of here, actually 5, because there's one over there too, in this stuff, and then once it's rebagged and then bagged up in 55-gallon bag will be holding it, and then another 55-gallon bag, heavy-duty bag, will be inside of it. These properties will be rebagged and then placed inside of this. And I'm doing this so I can just use it as a grab and go, because these filthy animals are bringing about. You can never literally tell what they're going to do from one day to the next. Now, given the fact that I'm exposing these filthy criminal rats all over the internet, since they know I am, because cyber surveillance is a method of gang stalking, what they're trying to do is escalate the campaign towards me, while making it appear that everything that's happening towards me is happening towards me because of normal appearing reasons. And when they can squeeze it in, they'll try to imply that what I am complaining about results from a mental illness. Can you believe that crazy shit? Now, go to Google right now and just type in organized stalking or gang stalking and how they use corrupt county mental health, doctors in area neighborhood hospitals, including psychiatric floors, administrative staff, nurses, and gang stalking. And or organized stalking, and you'll literally see that I'm telling you the truth. Diagnosing a targeted individual with delusional disorder, paranoid schizophrenic, bipolar, schizoaffective, schizophrenic with persecutorial delusional disorder or persecutory ideations. These are just a few of the labels that they intentionally, illegally, criminally, with complete malice of forethought, attempt to attach on a targeted individual. This is done for the insurance fraud, and it's also done for the eventual syndicated probate control that they eventually attempt to take for the racketeering and continued insurance fraud and the human trafficking. This is why the homelessness is created to begin with. This is why they stage events, so the police will be called, and so they then come out to the area where the event occurred at, and the target says, well, I was assaulted today, raped today, robbed today because of gang stalking. They'll act like they don't know what gang stalking is. They bait you to open up about it, you tell them, and then they use that as a normal appearing, legitimate appearing reason to falsify police reports about the target's mental stability. They then repeat these events over time, will take the accumulated police reports, and at times they'll even intentionally, with complete malice of forethought, because you gotta remember, when they stage events, the whole goal is to bait the target up to open up about the gang stalking, because they're so frustrated about it. They're an inch away from opening up about it to begin with. So the police officer will bait the target to open up about the gang stalking once that syndicated cop arrives on the scene. And then they will do that as a normal appearing, legitimate appearing reason to petition the target in county mental health. This is done for the insurance fraud and for the beginning and continued falsified diagnoses, because they use the falsified police reports from the staged events and the falsified doctor reports as a result of the syndicated cops periodically petitioning the target in the hospital to work together to get the syndicated probate control. This is where the racketeering comes in, because when you get syndicated probate control of a human being, the person who's got the syndicated probate control, organized crime run group homes, they get legal custody of the target's finances. So if a target's got regular social security checks coming in, it's illegal, criminal, legal appearing racketeering. Okay? And then the campaign continues towards the target in these homes. They will then stage events towards the target in these homes, basically, and just continue the campaign in the same exact way. But now that now it's happening inside the home, where there's no witnesses, and they do this for the continued insurance fraud, and to try to attempt to show on paper that the target's mental illness is still existing, and that way that they can justify the continued probate control. See what I'm saying? So it's basically nothing but illegal kidnapping brought about for racketeering, insurance fraud, and human trafficking, because the target individual is also sexually exploited in these homes by having their food and drinks drugged. You can go to YouTube and type in "stalked, drugged, and raped." Is it happening here in San Antonio? Because these expeditions are going on in every state in the United States. And you can go to let's see. Shoot, I got a little blog in my backpack right now, written by a woman from San Diego who was raped and then gang raped by an ex-roommate who happened to be a doctor from UC Davis. And the San Diego District Attorney's Office officer Curtis Webb has been implicated in reference to him being used for the illegal CPS kidnapping of her daughter. They were going to use her as a straw person for organized crime syndicated-run foster care homes. This is racketeering, baby cakes, done through creative, cooperating, secret relationships with landlords and property owners in order to create the homelessness. They will also try to definitely get the woman involved in conscious human trafficking, and if they can't get that done, then what they do is they would, any chance and every chance they get, they would drug her food or any kind of beverage, and then enter her home, her apartment, her motel room, and rape her, and then take video pictures of the rape and then sell them to pornography groups. Voyeurism. So there's money off every angle. Organized stalking, gang stalking targets can also be subject to what is known as non-consensual human experimentation. Now you can go to Google right now and type in organized stalking or gang stalking and human trafficking, and you will come to realize that there are several in-depth videos made about it in reference to organized stalking and gang stalking operations being identical to human trafficking operations. So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Leslie Williams. So what I'm doing is exposing these little filthy criminal rats by predicting what they're going to do before they do it. And you would not believe the evidence I got. It is huge in its size and in your face, literally black and white, undisputable, undeniable evidence. It's just astronomical. So, the main purpose of this video, again, is to show you that this is being bagged up, to show you how I have to live as a result of being a victim of this crime, to explain to you some details, okay, some condensed details pertaining to how they operate, what happens to a target, and how they bring about how they attempt or bring about the motivations of why the target's made homeless to begin with. That's right, baby cakes. So what I do is I take these little filthy criminal rats from hiking area to hiking area. And then what I do is basically show that they're stalking me from hiking area to hiking area by predicting what they're going to do, okay, before they do it. And then when they're dumb enough to do it, I catch what they do on audio file and video file. And you would not, you just would not believe what's been caught. You just would not believe it. And a lot of that is already online. Like, you can go to YouTube and type in "learning disabled woman exposes flat out evidence of gang stalking," "learning disabled woman exposes paper trail evidence," "learning disabled woman exposes catches gang stalking," "learning disabled woman catches gang stalker admitting sent to harass, read comments," "learning disabled woman exposes SDSU," "learning disabled gang stalking," "learning disabled woman exposes UCSD gang stalking," "learning disabled woman exposes gang stalking at Jack in the Box," Ralph's, Arby's, "learning disabled woman catches gang stalking at Arby's again." And what you're listening for are individuals around me repeating gang stalk everywhere I go in the same exact identical way. "Learning disabled woman exposes gang stalking in Yucca Valley," which is 160 miles away from San Diego County where I live, when I went out there for a week. Same exact identical verbal harassment happening around me in Yucca Valley that has been caught on over 800 audio files happening around me everywhere I go in San Diego County. So they're caught, and they know they're caught. So what they're basically doing is keeping uncorrupted law enforcement assistance and crime victimization services away from me until the campaign can, until the fruits of the events that they stage can bring about the paperwork they want in order to attempt to achieve the aforementioned syndicated probate control. So basically what they're doing is allowing the criminalization to occur until they can get the paperwork that they need in order to achieve the objective, the motivation of the crime. Okay? Why else would the San Diego Police Department deny my right to make a police report concerning me being gang stalked over 18 times? Why? Alright, so now what I'm going to do is rebag this stuff up and then place it in this bag here, and then I'm going to put it in the area that I got it from, and it's going to be creatively, totally and completely out of sight, and we're going to see if this bag is stolen. Because these filthy criminal rats, if they can't motivate you to move by making you fearful that you're going to be assaulted here again and again and again and again, what they'll do is start going after your property, believing that, well, if I stay here, all my shit will be stolen. Okay? Now, a huge aspect of gang stalking is psychological operations, where they get up in your head and it's like all these different kinds of things that cause fear in order to motivate you to run from place to place to place to place. That's right, baby cakes. Alright, I gotta get, so this is just me keeping you, I'm also making this video in order to be able to show you what I'm doing with my time, because when I don't upload videos for 3 or 4 days in a row, I want my, if I have any regular viewers, I want them to be able to see how I'm spending my time. Alright, I gotta go. Yesterday I spent the whole day yesterday inside my tent, bagging other stuff up. Let me just show you a little bit of that. Okay, now this was done yesterday. Now you may think to yourself, well, this is just I had to reopen this one today. See all this stuff right here? These are things I had to bag up food. And when I bag stuff up like food, well, you know how I quadruple the bags and then tape them up? Well, I don't know what the word is for when you like put 6 bags on one thing. Okay, 4 bags is quadrupling. I put 6 bags on each thing. I also did this, filled it up with white great northern beans. Okay, that's going to be dropped off at an area and hidden. And then I got 2 other things kind of like this, okay, that took a lot of time. And then I got about 7 bags of rice. Each bag was bagged up 6 times and then taped, okay, and reinforced in order to keep the animals from smelling it and to keep the smell from contaminating the food. So I spent all day yesterday doing this kind of stuff. It took me all day yesterday just doing that and then taking time out in order to cook dinner. Okay, so today I'm doing this, and so yesterday's date was August 10th. Today's date is August 11th. So basically what I'm doing is I'm keeping my regular viewers informed in reference to what I'm doing with my day, you know, showing that I have to live this way. And I am predicting an event happening here, including another assault, threat, accusation, harassment, trespass notice, or anything. Now I can prove what today's date is. Just hold on 1 second. I was gonna play my radio, but I can't actually do that because it might, in order to show what's on a particular radio broadcast for today, but it might violate copyright laws, so I can't do that. But I can prove what today's date is by the timestamp on this video card. That's right. If I'm assaulted at this area, if a trespass notice is put on my tent in the next 30 days when I leave for the day, or if the property owner comes here while I'm here, to give me a trespass notice and tell me I gotta leave, it'll be directly connected to gang stalking. I don't give 2 shits how they lie about it, and you better believe they will. They're not gonna approach me and say, Leslie, we're here to give you a trespass notice because we've been solicited to assist certain people to come here to tell you to leave. They're not gonna do that. They're gonna come here and act like they're here for normal appearing legitimate reasons, like checking a property, or that I've been seen or heard and they were contacted by neighbors or whatever, and then they'll use that as the excuse. If I am assaulted here, anybody who approaches me will try and act like they're in my physical proximity for another reason, because they know I wear a tape recorder and they have ascertained that through the video surveillance. And those videos I'm referring to in reference to videos of audio files being uploaded of evidence being uploaded to the internet. So they can clearly see I had a tape recorder, and a lot of my video files flat out show that I stated that I wear a tape recorder running on me at all times. So when they approach me at this area to assault me or try to rob me or just to harass me, they're going to act like initially when they first approach me that they're here for another reason. Because the person who's managing them to be in my physical presence knows I'm wearing a tape recorder, and that person or persons or group has ascertained that knowledge through the cyber surveillance of my videos. Do you see what I'm saying? This is what they do. They hack into targets' blog accounts, email accounts, phones, in order to gain information from what the target's doing in reference to their activities on these types of communication platforms. And then they use the information as a threat assessment or a benefit analysis. They basically construct their scheme, their street theaters, which are staged events, based on any knowledge that they have ascertained concerning how the target's responded to previous harassment. So if they approach me, they got to make it appear that they're approaching me for another reason. They know I'll get out my video camera to take a video picture of them, okay? and then they'll try and use that as a normal appearing reason to assault me. That's right. They're trying to establish a pattern of behavior that I'm being assaulted because I'm videotaping people for no reason, and I'm doing that, and then their excuse will be that I'm doing that because I got a delusional disorder because I think I'm being gang stalked, even though I got undisputable evidence that I am on a daily basis. All right, I got to get, this is an informative video. I had to talk really fast in order to be able to condense as many details as possible in a short amount of time in order to be able to keep as much video free time I have on my memory card. So what I do is keep a log concerning my predictions, what I'm doing with my time, where I'm at, okay? And sorry about the noise. So this is just, again, today's date is August 11, 2014. Understand this, please, and be clear. Every single thing that I said in this video is the absolute, complete, literal truth. And as far as me explaining and detailing the techniques, just Google it, and you'll see I'm telling you the truth. All right, baby cakes, I gotta get, please say a prayer for my safety, my well-being. I'm in La Jolla, California. Today's date is August 11, 2014. Have a blessed day.